If you're like me, you're trying to age gracefully, but are we doing it the right way? Last week I talked with Dr. Francis Palmer about some of the myths to aging a healthy way. Good morning, Dr. Palmer. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm so excited to have you because I don't mind saying I'm 54 years old. I've heard all kinds of things about what it will help me age gracefully, or even just stay young forever. And I'm so glad you're here to talk about this because, again, I was told ice baths. I was told, 27 hours of fasting, everything. But here you're here to talk to us about, of course, what we actually can do to make sure we do look good and feel good, too, as we age.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think the message here is one that I've embraced for 30 years when I was a practicing facial plastic surgeon. I've developed a bunch of different products and devices throughout this industry. It's what we would hope. We hope that common sense would prevail. So here is data that hasn't even been published yet that basically says, if you're doing all of these things, and I don't want to call them crazy, but come on, if you're going to fast for 23 hours a day and you're going to eat for one, that's a little crazy. And so everybody take a deep breath. I'm going to give you some common sense advice. One is, yes, you do want to lower your biological age. Why? Because I'm 71, my biological age is 56. That's a good thing. If I was 56 and my biological age was 71, that would not be a good thing. And just for reference, biological age basically says, at what age is your body functioning? It's one of the times that we want to be called immature. Thank you very much. Okay, so lowering your biological age should be a reasonable thing to do. So what I'm here to say is, whenever you're doing anything, whether it's an intervention of lifestyle or it's taking supplements, which is huge now, all the supplements are telling you, take this, you'll lower your age, you'll do whatever. But here I am to say, test to verify. Test to verify. So if you're going to go take a supplement, and this is what this study was, it was 5,000 biological age tests done on individuals that were taking somewhere around 900 different compounds. Yeah. And what they did is they took tests at the beginning to see what their biological age was, and then 4 to 6 months later after whatever they were taking. And it's interesting that some of the things that are touted all the time as being really good were not number one. Because just like the Super Bowl, we don't care about number 2, number 25. Yeah. It's who's number one.
So, Doc, you just said something important there. So you're saying that some of the supplements we're supposed to be taking as we age might not be great for us because it's not changing our biological clock kind of that we're supposed to be at. That's very interesting. So what about the ice bath? I mean, that's one thing we hear. You get in there, and that will make you younger. I guess it shrinks a lot of things, I'll tell you that much. But is that good?
I mean, look, the idea is physiologically what it does is it brings the blood in, it takes it away from the skin. I understand all that stuff. That's not the question. The question is, if you're 54 and you do biological age test, which is simple at-home saliva test, the easiest way to do it, find out what your biological age is now. If you're trying to do anything and make any kind of change, you can't make any determination if you don't know where you are to start. So do that first. If you want to jump in a cold bath and you feel that that's helping you, first it might be helping you emotionally, so that's not bad. But do it for 4 months. Repeat the test. That's what I said. Test and verify. Did it work or not work? The problem with doing that, this study is of 900 compounds. So just real quick, simple math. If you did that with each of these 900 supplements or compounds, and you did it for 6 months at a time, you'd be testing for, 450 years. Is that possible? No. So what you have to do is take a study like this and say, okay, what's number 1, 2, 3? Maybe I'll try that for 6 months and see if it works. Why? Because we don't have 450 years to make that determination.
I like this. I like all this where it's going, Doc, because I know we try and everything. Where can we find more information about what we're talking about? I want more time with them, but where can we find more information?
Yeah, so go to rejuvant.com/science, REJUVANT.com/science, and you'll see the list. The top one is a very specific sustained release calcium AKG, and it beats all the others by an amazing amount. So start there is what I would say.
All right. You know what? I'm going there, Doc. And you know what I want to hopefully do? See you in 4 months. How's that sound?
There you go. Get your test, and let's talk in 4 months.
All right. I do want to do that. So thank you very much for joining us this morning, Doctor.
Thank you.